Rick, thank you for being with us. What is RealtyTrac?
We're an online marketplace for foreclosure properties, and we publish the country's largest database of foreclosure and bank-owned homes. Right now there's about 2 million of those properties on the website, which is higher than we've ever seen in the past.
So what is the value proposition to your user outside of newspapers or going to a realtor or
Yeah, actually only 20% of all the properties in foreclosure are listed on an MLS anywhere in the country. So more than 80% of the properties that are in foreclosure, you need another source to find. So we try and make it easy for people that are interested in buying foreclosure properties to find them, evaluate them, and make the contacts they need to be able to make the sale.
So throughout the downturn this past year, has your value proposition had to evolve or change to meet new consumer demand, or?
It's interesting, we've evolved, but not in the way that anybody really would have expected. As the number of foreclosures have gone up and as that has had an effect on the overall economy, we've actually found fewer people who are able to buy. So our marketplace has changed a little bit from people looking to invest in real estate to a lot of first-time home buyers and real estate professionals. And yeah, we've had to adopt our services a little bit to change with the customer base.
So has the downturn made you more relevant, or just had to sort of evolve from where you were 2 years ago?
I think as a source of reliable information, we're probably more relevant than we've ever been, and probably will continue to be until we're through with this crisis. In terms of who's interested and how much buying activity is going on, it's a slow market for everybody in the real estate industry right now.
So I was brushing up yesterday, and the foreclosure market is pretty complex. What sort of tools do you provide the average user?
Well, it is a complex process, and that's a real critical point, is that it's a process, not just an activity. So we help people figure out what stage of foreclosure a property is in. We help them figure out about what's owed on the property versus what the property is actually worth. Try and get some photography of the home so they can get a look at what they're dealing with. And we'll also give them a lot of trending information so they can see what the average sales price of foreclosure properties or other types of properties are in a neighborhood. But really give them all the tools that we can give them that'll help them analyze the condition, the value, the potential of a property, and actually give them an opportunity to connect with local real estate professionals who can help them in the transaction.
So you've fostered a sense of community with your user base and others in that particular community to make the site a little more sticky? Or?
Yeah, it's interesting. We've pulled in multiple data sources, data streams, and sort of merged them all together in a, I guess, the cliche is a Web 2.0 sort of environment. But really what we wanted to do was to give the user the control. So if they want to try and do this by themselves, we're going to give them all the tools they need. If they want to work with somebody else, we want to make it easier for them to find somebody else, and that's caused us to create training programs for real estate professionals because it turns out they didn't know a whole lot about the foreclosure market either, and if they're going to help our customers, they need to be educated.
So switching gears a little bit, online advertising obviously took a beating last year. How has that held up on your site? Actually,
we're doing much better than most, and it's because our user base is a very active community. So we have partnerships with companies like Lowe's who are interested in prospects who are going to rehabilitate houses. We're apparently one of their best performing advertising sources right now, and since we typically aim only for relevant advertising content, we've weathered that storm pretty well.
So making advertising relevant, you have to know who your users are. Who are they? Are they real estate enthusiasts? Are they general contractors?
Great question. Historically, about 2/3 of our users have been real estate investors or people who wanted to get into real estate investing. In today's market, more than half are actually first-time home buyers. We still have a group of real estate investors, and the others are real estate professionals of one type or another. A large growing contingent is real estate agents who are either looking for investment properties for their clients or are looking to do market research in their own neighborhoods to try and figure out what the opportunities are.
It seems as though your offering to your users would be a great match for like a Trulia or a Zillow, and I know that Trulia, I believe, directs 5% of your traffic to your site. Is there an acquisition potential in the future?
Well, we're a privately held company, and we're basically keeping all of our options open. I think you're going to see a lot of consolidation in the real estate industry. There have been a lot of rumors recently about Google being interested in buying Trulia. and getting into local market search opportunities, and real estate is about as local as it gets. So I don't think it's out of the question that at some point we might entertain an acquisition or a roll-up or something, but there's nothing on the docket right now.
Great. Thank you for being with us, Rick.
My pleasure.